Hi, this is Mark Olsey from Pledge Talk with another communication tip. So earlier this summer, I was helping my daughter move. I'd been having some back pain and was a bit concerned about how the move might affect it. Thankfully, she hired a truck and 3 guys came, a father and his 2 teenage sons, for 2 hours to move all the big stuff. They were great and even fun to work with. I found myself forgetting about any of my back challenges and bounding up and down the steps along with them. In less than 2 hours, they had moved everything we needed them to, and they were gone. We were amazed. We sat down, took a break, and made a plan for the rest of the day. There was still a fair amount of little things to move, which was okay. Nothing back-breaking, although still up and down steps a lot. Here is where it got interesting. It wasn't long before we got to work again. Then I noticed how much slower I was going. No more skipping steps going up. Even coming down was taking more time. Sure, it had grown hotter outside and we had eaten some food on our break. But I'm still quite certain if the other guys were still there bouncing up and down the steps, I would have been doing the same. But now, I was alone. The added encouragement and stimulation I gained by having others with me was gone, and so was much of my motivation to keep pushing. The point of the story is this: we are far more likely to accomplish difficult tasks when we work at them together than when we are alone. This is true in most areas of life, including that of Pledge Talk. Learning Pledge Talk and applying it in your relationships by yourself is going to be much more challenging than if those around you are also seeking to learn and implement it. In my immediate family, my wife and kids and extra kids all know Pledge Talk, and we're working at using it. Extended members of my family are learning it, even my parents, slowly. People I work with and friends of ours are learning it as well. One of my friends has learned Pledge Talk so well and seen how it can help or even prevent conflict that he has shared it with over 100 people. Whew. Imagine how much safer you would feel in your relationships if everyone in your circle of friends and family understood and practiced the principles of Pledge Talk. It could be a real game changer. The question is how? Here are a few ideas. Print off and read through the Pledge Talk infographic by clicking on the link in the show notes below. Then, begin telling your friends and family about what you're learning and how helpful it can be in all conversations, and particularly in conflict. Ask them if they would like a copy to read through it and begin using it. Then ask them to practice working at it with you together. Start with one person at a time. That is how my friend did it, one person at a time, until he built up quite a circle of friends and family who could relate using Pledge Talk. Teach this to your children. Share this with your spouse. But first, take 1 to 2 weeks to practice it yourself. You don't need to perfect this by any means. I'm still working on it after all these years. It's just that to ask others to practice Pledge Talk, you need to be practicing it first yourself. And if your friend, your child, or your spouse isn't interested at first, that's okay. Don't try to make them. Just practice using it on them until they notice a difference and come back to ask you more about it. And in the meantime, keep looking until you find someone who is interested, and then another and another. They will be your encouragers, as you will be for them. Now, learning Pledge Talk is challenging. I have to be upfront with you about that. It's challenging. It'll take work, time, and commitment to your own personal growth. Yeah. And when it comes to that personal growth idea, just remember, to become who you want to be, you will first have to go where you don't really want to grow. This is Mark Olsey with Pledge Talk. If you're seeing this and are not already a part of the Pledge Talk learning community, I invite you to join us today and be encouraged by going to learnpledgetalk.com. That's learnpledgetalk.com. Let's make Pledge Talk something we value in all of our relationships.